So I spent the last 6 to 8 hours going through all the docs that Tulsi Gabbard dropped a couple days ago. One of the things I wanted to share with you was the order Barack Obama gave after he got the first intel briefing on Russian involvement in the 2016 election. The first intel briefing he got said that the Russians didn't impact the election results and said that the intel agencies had low to moderate confidence that Russia was involved. That briefing was essentially a nothing burger. Like, yeah, the Russians wanted to be involved, but they really weren't. They didn't do much, didn't impact the outcome. And by the way, they wanted to undermine confidence in Hillary and in Trump. So Obama got that briefing. The next day through James Clapper, we know this because those documents Tulsi dropped. The next day, James Clapper ordered, I'm just going to read you some of this. It is insane. He ordered the development of an interagency tiger team that was going to draft a new assessment, one that would replace the assessment the intel community had given a day earlier. It was going to deal with CIA, FBI, NSA, and DHS intel. The assessment was going to address, and it was going to assume that all of this was true, how Moscow sought to influence the U.S. presidential election. What tools did they use? It's going to talk about hacking. It's going to talk about leaks. It's going to talk about cyber activity against our voting system. It's going to talk about media spin. It's going to talk about trolls. It's going to talk about fake news. Never mind, none of that was talked about in the original briefing. None of that was brought up. No media spin, no trolls, no fake news. It was going to talk about domestic Russian intelligence efforts. It was going to talk about why Moscow did all of this, what the Russians hoped to accomplish. It was going to talk about Moscow's approach to our elections in the past. None of this was addressed before because it wasn't pertinent. And it was going to deal with what their assessment was regarding Russia now and how it will leverage its power to undermine American elections. And the last thing, Barack Obama ordered it to be done by January, I think it was by January 9th. They got it in by the 5th of January, which was remarkable because it essentially reversed the first report. So to be clear, he got a report that said Russia, barely involved, really didn't do much. They were trying to mess with Hillary and Trump. He ordered them to create a tiger team that would invent a report that said almost the exact opposite of that. And they did. They came out, remember, low to medium confidence was reality. They came out and said high confidence. The original report said they didn't have any impact. The new report said, oh, they got access to 20 different electoral databases. They flipped it. And the entire reason they did that was to undermine Donald J. Trump as he came in. Trump was not supposed to beat Hillary. They were pissed about it, pardon me. And so Obama ordered the creation of a document they could use to destroy the presidency of the incoming democratically elected president of the United States. And it worked. And by the way, they didn't even have to wait until January 5th. The day after Obama ordered this, NBC ran a story based on a leak from Congress talking about this exact thing. The entire thing, Russia, 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 it was a fraud. It was a hoax. It was perpetrated on the American people and on Donald Trump. And this whole idea that Obama's fingerprints weren't on it, he's in the documents. I saw him 10 minutes ago when I was looking at him. Obama's the one who ordered this. He's holding the bag. Justice has to be served.